And we were back with the ever-frightful Sarah Palin.
Remember, Larry, no trick questions.
Sarah, what do you think about the Republicans blocking tax cuts for all Americans today? Odd. I always thought Republicans always wanted to cut taxes.
Only for the real Americans, the ones making the big money.
Fair enough. Your thoughts?
The Democrats refuse to give tax cuts to all Americans. That's why they blocked the vote today.
No, everybody would have received a tax cut on the first $250,000 of income. Everybody, millionaires and billionaires included.
Yes, but we are punishing people who are successful, and that is un-American.
I've been around a lot longer than you, and I've been rich a lot longer than you have. Believe me, paying high taxes if you are rich is very American. Besides, rich people know how to hide their money and use other tax breaks to keep most of it anyway.
Larry, we are at war. The economy is bad and the deficit is too high. This is the wrong time to raise taxes.
Well, Sarah, we cut taxes when the economy was good. We weren't at war, and we had a budget surplus that was just starting to pay down the national debt. Is there any time at all, when Republicans don't think it's a good idea to lower taxes?
No, there isn't.
What about when the bridge over I-35 in Minneapolis collapsed? The governor, Paul Enty, had vetoed a tax hike that was going to use that money to fix some of the infrastructure problems such as roads and bridges. Don't you think that would have been a good idea to fund those projects?
No, that bridge was going to fall either way. If God wants a bridge to fall, it will fall. People in that area should have prayed more, so should those dirty brown people from New Orleans.
Okay, getting back to my original point, the taxes have been lowered for 10 years and jobs have not been created. The Republicans are screaming about the deficit and they want to add $700 billion to the deficit. It doesn't make sense. We have waged 2 wars on borrowed money, and now you want to borrow more so that rich people can have a bigger piece of the pie. Where does it end?
It doesn't end, Larry. There's no such thing as enough. That is a made-up socialist myth that the liberals keep repeating. That is why Republicans fight so damn hard to get rid of the minimum wage. It stifles profits and forces unnecessary hardship to business owners through the tyranny of government.
I've got to say, I appreciate your honesty.
You betcha.
So what is the damage you see if the taxes for the wealthy do not stay lower?
Massive layoffs. Lower demand for cocaine and other drugs. Hookers, strippers and mistresses all over the country will be forced to look for work.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, Sarah. No argument here. What about the argument that U.S. corporations are sitting on $2 trillion and are still not hiring new workers?
Businesses aren't going to hire people if there is uncertainty, Larry. These businesses need to know their taxes aren't going up.
You know, Sarah, I haven't checked yet, but what is this tax rate that has the business world laying in the corner in the fetal position?
3%.
3%?
3%. Now you see why we are so worried about the future of this great nation?
Lord, please save us from ourselves.